Hello everyone, this is Bhumika Parekh from Real Public School. We are taking today's poem number 1 of class 8's book, English book, Living English. The name of the poem is Bruegel's Winter. The poem is basically a description of a painting that was made in the 16th century by Bruegel. Okay, and this is basically a very nice description of the poem. You need to understand. Before that, first we need to look at the
Bruegel's Winter.
First, we are going to listen to the poem very properly with the animation, and then we are going to understand the poem.
Jagged mountain peaks and skies, ice cream, wall in the wild, cold scene below. Churches, farms, bare copse, the sea, in freezing quiet of winter shore, where ink-black shapes on fields in flood, curling, skating, and sliding go. To left, a gabled tavern ablaze, peasants, a watching child and low, muffled, mute beneath naked trees, in sharp perspective set a row. Trudge huntsmen, sinister spears aslant, dogs snuffling behind them in the snow, and arrow-like, lean, athwart the air, swoops into space a crow.
That was the reading of the poem. Now we are going to see what the poem basically means line to line. The poem is basically divided into two parts in which the poet is describing one side of the painting and on the second one the other side of the painting. Okay, so the first part is from jagged mountains still and sliding go, which is curling, skating, and sliding go. Like the whole poem, the first part of the poem is jagged mountain peaks and skies ice cream, wall in the wild, cold scene below, churches, farms, bare copses sea, in freezing quiet the winter show, where ink black shapes on fields in flood, curling, skating, and sliding go. This is the first part of the poem, which is basically the one side of the painting. The second part is to left, a gabbled tavern, a blaze, peasants, a watching chime, and lo, muffled mute beneath naked trees in sharp perspective set a row, trudge huntsman, sinister spears aslant, dogs snuffling behind them in snow, and arrow-like lean athwart the air swoops into space a crow. This is basically two parts of the poem. One is describing the happy side of the painting, and the other is showing the sadness of the poem. So first we are going to look at the first part. The first part is basically jagged mountain peaks and skies ice green. That very pointed mountain peaks and the skies are ice green. Ice because that is showing the winter, and green because that is particularly a valley with lot of trees. So that is why this whole thing is explained. Wall in the wild, cool scene below. That it stands like a wall in the snowy valley. जो पूरा valley है, जो पूरी valley है, that is whole completely filled with snow. Okay, and these mountain peaks are looking like this is a wall being made there. Churches, farms, bare copses sea, in freezing quiet of winter show. That the churches, the farms, bare copse. Copse is basically a small dense forest, and their word यहाँ पे इसलिए use हुआ because they are showing that all the trees and everything have shed their leaves because of the winter. Winter somewhere or the other way in a poetic way gives us a sense of the end or death. So that is what is saying then, that the copse is bare because not a single leaf is there on the tree, and the sea also. All are freezing quiet of winter snow. Everything is freezingly quiet, means so quiet that you cannot even sense life there. Okay, where ink black shapes on field in flood, curling, skating, and sliding. Okay, then we can see black shapes which are occupied in various activities of sliding and skating and curling and all. So you might see that where these people are showing that these ink black shapes are actually enjoying themselves. They're curling, skating and sliding. All these three are snow activities. जो आप ice के ऊपर करते हो ना, वो activities है ये सारी चीजें. So here there's a sense of sadness also with things becoming bare and being freezing quiet. But these people are also enjoying their life because they are on a better part of the town there. The second part of the poem starts with to left, a gabbled tavern ablaze, peasants, a watching child, and lo. Okay? So the poet is trying to say that when we look towards the left side of the painting, we can see an inn with gables. Gables is basically very sharp ceilings. जो टेरेस होता है या जो आउटर डिजाइन है अगर वो बहुत शार्प बनाया हुआ है तो उसको गैबल्स कहते हैं. And outside the inn there are some peasants who are working on a fire. Working with fire, and a child is standing and watching there. The peasants are working with fire because it is so cold that they are burning the fire so that they can get some warm. And low. And low is basically a phrase to call attention towards something which is very surprising. And what is surprising? Muffled mute beneath naked trees in sharp perspective set a row. That if you see under the naked trees, why the trees are naked? Because of winter, all the leaves have been shed because of winter, and that is why the trees are naked. Muffled mute means very quietly beneath the trees in sharp perspective. In sharp perspective here is because they are looking bigger. जो सामने हमने लोगों को देखा था who was curling, skating and all that, they were looking like ink black shapes. They were not looking like people. But here they are seen very clearly because they are drawn in a bigger way. तो ये ज़्यादा perspective इनके ऊपर ज़्यादा attention लाने के लिए ये जो सारा scene है वो create किया गया है. Set a row. They are walking in a row. Trudge huntsman. Trudge means to walk very to walk with a lot of tiredness. When somebody is walking very tiredly, that is called trudging. Trudge huntsman. Sinister spears aslant. That the sinisters means something which will make you feel very bad. Sinister is basically कोई ऐसी चीज जो आपको बहुत बुरा फील करवाती है या आपको बहुत गलत फील करवाती है. Spears are those what do we call them in Hindi? भाला जो होता है. There's a small stick. There's a small stick and it has a very pointed metal attached to it, which is used generally for hunting. Aslant means they are moving toward, they are facing downwards. मतलब आप कोई चीज जब करने जा रहे हो बहुत मन से तो आप उस चीज को ऐसे उठा के लेके जाते हो, लेकिन यहाँ पे they are very tired and they are leaning downwards. ठीक है. Dogs snuffling behind them in snow. Dogs are snuffling behind them in snow means they are breathing very noisily with very heavy breathing. They are doing, they are making very noise. Okay, they are breathing very noisily and sniffing on things. I mean, they are smelling things again and again. If they can find some kind of an hunt, अगर उनको कोई भी शिकार मिल जाए उसके लिए वो बहुत तेज सूंघ रहे हैं because they are not getting. And at the last, the poet is bringing our attention towards an arrow-like lean athwart the air, swoops into space a crow. That an arrow-like, the crow, an arrow-like thing is here. Lean means very thin. Athwart means this is old uses across. The air means toward the air, and means in the sky there's this thing which is moving arrow-like and lean, swoops into space a crow. That a crow is swooping from there means moving from there. One meaning this swooping of a crow can give is that crows are basically scavengers. तो स्कैवेंजर्स कौन होते हैं? जो हंटेड चीजों के ऊपर अटैक करते हैं. तो दिस इज शोइंग दैट द होल सिनेरियो has gone so intense with that cold that they're not getting even properly to eat. One section of the town or one part of the town is enjoying very prominently without any problem, but one section is left without any resources because of this winter. So that is the irony which is there in the poem. and that the poet has tried to explain us. Using the painting, he has created a poem in which he has also created a very beautiful poem, and other than that, he has also explained the painting. So that was it for the poem. I hope it is clear to all of you. The poem is basically describing a painting which was made in the 16th century by Bruegel. And the poet's name is Walter de la Mare. Walter de la Mare has taken inspiration from the painting Bruegel's Winter and created a poem who is doing nothing more than explaining that particular picture. जो वॉल्टर डी ला मेयर को समझ में आया उस पेंटिंग से, वो उन्होंने समझाने के लिए ये बहुत ही एक ब्यूटीफुल पोएम जो है वो लिख दिया है. सो द नेम ऑफ द पोएम इज ब्रुगेल्स विंटर and the name of the poet is Walter de la Mare, which you need to remember. Okay. Again, I hope the poem was clear to all of you. Thank you.